Hello traders, the title of the video is how to trade the forex like a part-time forex trader, more precisely without losing a big. Alright, so there are a lot of forex traders out there that are trading forex as part-time forex traders. So you are wondering, what am I talking about? I'm talking about those who are working full-time but wants to trade the forex market. So somebody who is doing a 9 to 5 job, or somebody who is in a full-time employment but wants to trade the forex, okay, as a part-time forex trader. How can you handle that? All right. So first thing first, all right. The part-time forex traders are not watching the forex market, okay, all day long. They are not sitting in front of their screen all day long, all right. Probably they are looking on their tablets or their smartphone to catch up with the market, but they are not involved with the forex market as a full-time forex traders. There is a risk if one is a part-time forex trader. In order to control those risks, you must watch the full length of this video so you may know exactly what is taking place. The first thing that I would say to traders that are trading part-time, all right, the forex market, is that if you are trading or you are looking for trading setup on your smartphone, all right, talking about iPhone, talking about Samsung smartphone, talking about LG smartphone, take it from me. What you are looking at on that screen, all right, is not showing you exactly, all right, it's not showing 100%, all right, the full image of the chart that you may see on a desktop. I think that a lot of people will be bashing me for saying that, but this is my observation. I'm not saying that one cannot trade on the smartphone. All I'm saying that be a little bit careful whenever you are using a chart on your smartphone to make a decision, because it's not exactly the same thing that you are looking at. You may disagree, but to a certain degree, you may say you may be watching only 80% of the reality what you could have seen on the desktop. Feel free to disagree and also put your comment in the comment section. So this is my own observation, all right? And what you can do to avoid that is that first you look at the chart on the desktop at home because you're going to work. You see the bigger picture, you know exactly what's happening, you know where you want to buy, where you want to enter the train, and then when you go to work now you are using your smartphone, and now you can make decision because you have seen the bigger picture on your desktop. All right. For traders that are using a tablet, you have a little bit more advantage than those who are using just their smartphone. So the tablet, you may get away with it, but again, personally, I'll prefer the desktop. If you look at the trading rooms, the professionals are not looking on their smartphone, they're not looking on their tablet, they are looking on a huge screen. All right, so just a warning for that. All right, first thing first, because I know that those who are trading the forex part time usually will go to work and looking on their chart and their screen, small screen, and making a decision. Sometimes it may work, or sometimes there may be a little bit of information that they are not getting out of those charts. Take it from me, all right? The next thing that I will say to those who are trading the forex market part time, all right, is that they do not have enough money. Most of traders that are trading part time, all right, do not have a big trading account. That's not a big issue, all right. That's not a big issue. But it will be better. Everybody will agree that it will be better to have a lot of money to trade with because you can control the risk. So before you bash me one more time, let me tell you one thing: is that the part-time traders very often are losing more than the full-time traders because they are not aware of what's going on in the market all the time. Sometimes they fail to catch up with what's going on in the financial market, how the price is moving so fast, or sometimes they fail to take profit. So they are working, all right. They enter a trade at the beginning of their work, so they are busy working, and then their trade was in profit. And some of those traders do not, okay, place all right, a stop loss or a profit target to take profit automatically when the price reaches those levels. So sometimes those are winning trade. It happened to me myself when I was not looking at the screen, and then the price went in my direction, was full in profit. By the time I checked my screen, it was too late. People took profit, price returned back up quickly. And I look at it, it's not nice feeling. So this is another risk that a lot of part-time forex traders are facing when a winning trade may become a losing trade. So how do we avoid that? So what you need to do, you are happy, you place your trade, set the profit target straight away, and set a limit order straight away. Limit order, which means, for instance, if you sell here, all right, and you set your target, first target level is this level. If you are happy with that profit, set your profit target there. Better place your profit target 10 pip above the target level because you are not watching the screen. You want to get something out of it. Now, the disadvantage of setting a profit target, sometimes you may take less profit than you could have taken. So you set your limit order there to close the trade. Price reaches that level, the trade is closed, but price continue to move in the same direction. And then you look and say, wow, George, you're so stupid. Why did you tell me to set that limit order? The only reason is that you don't want to see a winning trade becoming a losing trade. All right, that's all. That's all. So you want to gain something of it, but there is a disadvantage of it because sometimes the price may continue to go down. But here you are working full time. You want to, so the bottom line is not to lose. Remember that. The bottom line is not to lose. So if you did not lose, that's good news. All right, that's all. So this is one thing you need to also set your limit orders. So you place the trade, buy. Or if you want to buy or sell, okay, either you use the limit order to buy and sell, that's good also. Or if you also, as soon as you are in the trade, set the limit order to take profit at where you want to take the profit. Is it 50 pip you are looking out of that trade? Is it 30 pip you are looking out of that trade? What is the characteristic of that currency pair that you are trading? Does it move big? Does it move small? All right, average move. Okay, set it. Get something out of it, and that's it. All right, don't get carried away too much. The third thing that I will say to those who are trading forex, okay, part time is this, all right? Pay attention very carefully, my friend, because you are not watching the screen, okay, all the time, and you don't have enough money in your account. So because you do not have enough money, what usually takes place, which is very, very important, you need to remember this, yes, very important. So what is happening, people have their salary on Friday at the end of the month, and then they're trading, they want to get something out of the forex market, all right? They want to build that, okay, opportunity, okay, to become a fully fledged trader. They want to get something out of the forex market, all right? So the salary coming, they take maybe, okay, 5% of that salary, they put into their trading account and they want to trade, but they are trading part-time. What usually happens, because they are not watching the market full-time or they are not fully fledged traders as such, they are not involved with the forex market very much. They are not, in fact, in control of the trade 100%. Because sometimes when you are in front of your screen, you can control the trade. So you see that, all right, the music has changed. I must close that trade now. Or price move fast. You enter the trade, boom, 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 boom. Now you take your profit, you go. That's it. But you are not there that time. So you are not in control of your trade. So sometimes trade that can pay you will not have pay you because you were not there, or trade that you losing trade that you can control, you were not there, you could not control it and cut the loss and go. So you end up taking bigger losses or more losses. But the danger of trading part-time is that one is accumulating. Do you understand the word accumulation? Bit by bit. You are adding your losses bit by bit. And over the year, you make all the calculations. Here you are. You have lost 50,000 pounds in 3 years, bit by bit, and you didn't even feel it. So all those money can go into your saving account nicely, and you could have done something with that. Yes or no? Now, if you disagree, it means that, all right, you have so much money and you do not care. If that is the case, send some money to our space. All right. Okay, so this is very important. So a part-time forex trader can lose bit by bit without even feeling it, and over the year can accumulate a bigger losses. So there is a risk to accumulate bigger losses. All right, this is it as a part-time forex trader. So this is very, very important because I know that the forex market is very, very interesting, and there are a lot of traders playing with the forex market as a part-time forex traders, and we must tell traders about that. Even your broker will tell you that, all right? Unless the broker do not care about you, what's happening? Why the broker do care, must care about their client? Because if one day you do not have any more money, will you be trading again? No, you won't be their customer anymore. They want to be alive and kicking, so to speak, as a forex trader, so you may come back again and place a trade, yes or no? So if you end up losing over the year, and one day your eyes were wide open, and you say, wow, I've been losing without even feeling it. I'll stop today. But it was too late. You lost so much money over the year now. That money is gone, and you need to find something else. You don't want to do that. So your broker wants you to stay in the market, okay? Even if you are losing, not to, or that you become a dead forex trader, so to speak, or a forex trader that is no more involved with the forex market, all right? So those are the things you need to work on, because one can accumulate small losses over the year, and those losses may become big losses over the year as a forex trader. So you may say, George, so far you did not say, all right, how to trade forex like a part-time forex trader. You are talking, you are giving me all kind of warning. Why do I need to do that? All right, I need to give you all those warnings first. So when you step, okay, you make a decision to trade the forex part-time, you know that you must avoid those mistakes. So you start, okay, on the right foot, so to speak. All right. Now, how do we trade forex as a part-time forex trader? Because you are not watching the market, and you are not sitting in front of a bigger screen, and you are taking more risk than somebody who's watching the market at full time. Okay, the first thing that you should do is that you will only trade, all right, high probability trading setup. You say, oh, here we go again, high probability trading setup. What is that, George? What is a high probability trading setup? All right, it's a trading setup that is paying you yourself. Have you tried that trading setup before? Was it successful? How often is that trading setup, okay, is paying you? How often is it paying you? So you may say to me, John, it's blah 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 about high probability trading setup. You will tell me which trading setup have you mastered, which trading setup has been working for you. That is your high probability trading setup. So you may say, Joe, tell me one of your own high probability trading setup. I talked about it before. Should I charge you for this? Now I'll tell you for free. All right. Now, my high probability trading setup, which traded I have been following up for years now, double top, double bottom chart pattern on the monthly chart. That's it. But we can use the double bottom chart pattern even on the 2-hour time frame, even on the daily chart, even on the 4-hour time frame. So for me personally, it's one of my high probability trading setup. I have other high probability trading setup, or I wish I told traders the first higher low after a double bottom chart pattern, or the first lower high after a double top chart pattern. The minimum price move is free. All right. So those are my kind of high probability trading setup. Okay. So find, all right, one or two high probability trading setup. So which means first, you're going to demo trade few high trading setup, then you may check on it, you work on it properly, do it properly, all right? And then you're going to see this one is working for me. Or you can go back and say, all right, I've been doing this for some time. So which trading setup was successful? Sometimes people don't pay attention here. People don't pay attention. So you trade something and it worked beautifully, but you don't bother to review the trade. It's a mistake. This is how I discovered a lot of trading strategy that I've been sharing for free on YouTube over the year, because anytime I have a winning trade, I look and I check, I try to find out, try to, not just to look at it, but to understand why this trend was so successful, why people did buy here. And I can tell you now, one of the simple things I've discovered is that professionals are selling at a resistance level. And I say, why are they selling all the time at a resistance level? Then I discovered that, in fact, they're just using the past to predict the future. Somebody sold it here, prior return to the same level. What will be the first reaction? Somebody sold it there, that person will be interested to sell again. Look, one candlestick bar on the monthly chart was down at the same level. So then I say, well, they are selling at a resistance level. So what the price doing? The price is going up into that resistance level where people did sell before. Oh, they are buying after a rally into a key resistance level, and they are selling after a pullback into a support level. Well, so this is what I'm talking about, all right? This is what I'm talking about. So find one or two high probability trading setup that you have mastered, that you have tested, that is working for you, and then work on it. So with that, you are in control a little bit of your destiny, so to speak, as a part-time forex trader. So that's, if you forget everything that I've said, just remember that. Very, very important. All right. When you place the trade, you must set a limit stop order to take profit. Some trader can control it if you know how the trade flow. I'm not saying that you have to follow everything that I'm saying here, but as always, all right, you watch a video like this, test it first, all right, demo trade it first, see what is good for you or not. Don't just, all right, listen to somebody on YouTube and just follow the person without testing it. Always test it, all right. There are all kinds of simulation going on in the financial market. All right. Recently, I was reading one article about Bank of America. All right, that was testing as one of their a high frequency trading method using a simulation. So the company has designed a software that the Bank of America has purchased to test their high frequency trading strategy. So they want to play with it, with the price moving using a simulation to test it first to see the result. So can you imagine a bank like a Bank of America with all kind of plenty of money has to test first their strategy. Very, very important, all right? So as a part-time trader, find your golden nugget, so to speak, your high probability trading setup that you have mastered. So you will do your homework at home, very, very important, at home first, all right? Know the key level, where are the resistance level, like I told you on the monthly chart, draw the key support and resistance level, very, very important, and trade only around those key support and resistance level of the monthly chart. All right, so those are the things you need to do as a part-time forex trader. Another thing that I would say to the part-time forex trader, be very strict about the amount of money that you are putting in your account. So sometimes what usually take place, so you see now, okay, you enter the trade, you want to work, okay, and then you pretend to go to the toilet. Am I speaking to somebody? Or, all right, during your break time, you check your screen and you see that, okay, this is a losing trade. Okay, now you examine the chart from your smartphone, from your tablet, all right, and then you see, all right, I was unlucky, that's why this trade was a losing trade. So you want to enter the trade again, or you want to take another position, all right? Now, because it's not nice feeling when one is losing. So you lose, okay, it's an action. There will be a reaction. You want to get your money back, yes or no? So by trying to get your money back, you place another trade. And if that trade happens to be a losing trade, if you have more money again at your disposal, you will try again to get your money back again. And sometimes that can make you lose money. So what I want to add here is that do not, as a part-time trader, place too many trades. Be very, very strict with yourself. Say, I'm going to work, I will take one trade per day or two trades per day. All right. Or if I have one winning trade today, I must see the bigger screen on my screen before I place another trade. Because sometimes you at work, it was a winning trade. Say, hey, yes, 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 it's going to go up more. And then you take another stupid trade, and now you lose. You don't want that. All right. So you do again your preparation. You be very strict with yourself, and then again you come back another day. Either you decide to take one trade per day or two trades per day, but always do your preparation at home first, and then before you take those trades. For traders that are trading forex also, that are part-time forex traders, recently I have posted 4 videos at the 24 Forex Trader YouTube channel, and I was talking to traders about currency correlations. This is a very, very important subject for anybody that is trading forex, because if you are trading forex part-time and you don't understand what is happening with currency correlations, as a part-time forex trader, the professional will just kick you up and down. You don't want that. So one example would be this, for instance, all right? So you are trading the dollar Swiss franc currency pair, and you see your beautiful, gorgeous double top chart pattern, all right? And now you want to sell. Good. But you need to understand also that that currency pair is negatively correlated to the euro dollar. All right. So what is happening is that the professional trader that are trading the euro dollar, all right, if for instance they are selling the euro dollar, all right, they can sell also the dollar Swiss franc, not because the dollar Swiss franc itself was bearish, all right, but because they just want to protect their euro dollar position. So here the euro dollar, the dollar Swiss franc was bearish, you want to sell, but you need to be aware also that for this currency pair, hedging, the professional traders that are trying to hedge their position may come here and buy the dollar Swiss franc. So you have a clear-cut signal to sell. You are selling for good reasons, all right? But now, because of the hedging activity, a professional trader that was buying the euro dollar is coming now to buy the dollar Swiss franc to protect his or her euro dollar position. You are buying, you are selling, and he's just buying, not because there is a buy signal or a good reason to buy, but he's buying only to protect his euro dollar bullish position. So understand that in the forex market there are all kinds of things going on, and you want to know. That's why you have to know which currency pair you should trade also. This is very, very important. So what I've done before myself at the beginning, I was going around clicking on every currency pair and I'm just trading them, all right? And over a year, I discovered that some currency pair, I should stay away from them. They are not friendly to me at all, all right? So I stay away from those currency pairs, or some currency pair are very volatile. So professional trader, or when you are going to learn about forex trading, they will tell you trade the euro dollar, trade the British pound US dollar, trade the Australian dollar US dollar, because they want to help you to trade the currency pair that are more easy to trade. All right? So they will tell you, for instance, that, oh, the British pound, Japanese yen is quite volatile, and it's not easy to trade a currency pair. Or the British pound Swiss franc currency pair is not easy for anybody. Or your broker may ask you for a bigger stop loss. So you enter the trade straight away, you see minus 10. You say, where is that coming from? Your broker is asking for it. All right. So you want to know which currency pair you can trade when you are at work as a part-time. So you want to trade a very friendly currency pair that is truly friendly to you, the major currency pair. How long have I been talking to you now? Because I can talk for 1 hour. Doesn't bother me. I'm talking to you for 24 minutes. I will stop here. So I think I've said enough about it to help traders that want to trade forex as a part-time. First mistake is that you are looking at your smartphone, a smaller screen. Be aware of what I already said. Better to check everything on the desktop before looking at it on your smartphone, on your tablet. All right, that would be a better thing to do. It's not the same thing, all right, to look at the chart on the bigger screen than it's not the same thing like looking at it on the desktop as it is to look at it on the smartphone. That's my observation. You may disagree, that's fine, okay? You place a trade as a part-time forex trader, set the limit order to take profit. Work on it, see whether this is suitable to you or not. You don't have to follow what I'm saying here. I'm sharing my experience with you. All right? Is that good enough? All right? Understand the correlation between currency pair. Do not place too many trades. You may decide to take 1 or 2 trades per day. That will be very helpful. Understand the risk of trading part-time. You may not feel it at all, but over the year you can accumulate a bigger loss. So chunk by chunk, £100 here, £200 there, and it add up. And over the year you look back, so you can go to our website and click on My Story. All right. So use limit order, understand the risk attached to it, chunk bit by bit loss can add up over the year. Don't place too many trades, understand the correlation between currency pair. Prepare yourself from home fast, all right? Check everything clearly. And most importantly, talking about how to trade forex as a pattern trader, trading setup that have been working for you, that you understand. So you want to understand this one work, this one work. Review the trade that was successful. Review also losing trade, but which one has been successful over the year for you. All right? Test them and then work with them, okay? Okay, so you can go around learning about forex trading over the year, but you want to stop one day and say, which one can I go with? You want to know it. This is very, very important for a pattern trader, all right? One more thing before we go, all right? I will be talking about it in another video a little bit deeper. Is that when you are a forex part-time trader, that is a technical trader, you want to trade, you want to take, all right? Understand it's very, very important. You want to trade, look for trading setup. I'll tell you very fast. Look for trading setup either on a monthly chart, weekly chart, 3-day chart, daily chart, or 2-hour time frame. So you are a scalper, look for your trading setup on the 2-hour time frame. You are day trader, you can play with the 2-hour time frame. Minimum. You are lazy like me, you don't want to go on a higher time frame, at least 2-hour time frame. Look for your trading setup. Why? So the reason why I'm saying to you the monthly chart is because you want to use, okay, a time frame that is a signal time frame for another time frame. This is the trick that I'm sharing with you. I will be talking about it in another video. So as a part-time forex trader, you want to look for your trading setup on the signal time frame of another time frame. So the monthly chart, okay, is the signal time frame for the yearly chart. So what you will do, if you want to use the monthly chart for your trading setup, you go to the yearly chart, okay, and you will look for a setup. And if you come to the monthly chart and the signal is fired on the monthly chart as a signal for the yearly chart, you will use that signal on the monthly chart as your trading setup. And then you will break it down using a trading setup. The same thing for somebody who is using a weekly chart as a part-time forex trader. He will look on the quarterly chart for a trading setup. And if the signal is fired for that signal, for that trading setup on the quarterly chart, on the weekly chart, he or she will use that signal on the weekly chart as a trading setup for his part-time trading strategy. For somebody on the 3-day chart, again, we'll go on the quarterly chart, check if there is a trading setup that has generated a signal on the 3-day chart. So all you are doing, you are looking for a signal on a particular time frame, because a signal is fired, because you're not watching the screen, but a signal is fired. You know that that signal is fired for those traders on a higher time frame. Now you use that signal as your trading setup, because you are not watching the screen. So somebody using a daily chart for trading setup, working part-time, will look on the monthly chart. Is there a trading setup that has generated a signal on the daily chart? So if the monthly chart trading setup has fired a signal on a daily chart, you as a part-time forex trader will use that signal on a daily chart as your trading setup. And with that, you will prepare yourself carefully, and then you will do it, because you know that a signal is fired for them. They will be coming for it. Now you use that signal as your trading setup. For somebody on the 2-hour time frame, using the 2-hour time frame as a trading setup, will check the weekly chart whether there is a trading setup on a weekly chart that has generated that signal on the 2-hour time frame or 4-hour time frame. If that is the case, that signal, you as a part-time forex trader will use it as your trading setup. I say for day trading purposes, and then you break it down using a different time frame trading method. We'll come back to that in another video, but this is what I think I should share with you today. This is the first time I'm recording a video about part-time forex trader, but I think this is a very important subject, so traders may know exactly how they can play it as a forex trader. To trade forex is not easy, all right? So you need more experience, more practice, all right? So don't throw money at it, so to speak. Don't place too many trades, especially if you are working part-time. Go gently, and just go one step at a time and find what is working for you and work with that. And as with those tips and tricks, hopefully, all right, they will help you, okay, to start, raising your head above the waters of the forex trading, of the forex market as a part-time forex trader. If you have any question or suggestion, put in the comment section. All right. I always read the comment. All right. And in due course, I will be recording another video to answer your specific question. If you find this video truly useful to yourself, give us the signal, thumbs up, please. If you think that this is another blah 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 for 30 minutes, George, it's too long. You're talking too much. But I didn't get anything out of this nonsense rubbish. All right. Mark it down. If you think this is an essential tutorial, feel free to share with your friend on Google+, on Twitter, and also on Facebook. So this will conclude our discussion today about how to trade forex like a part-time forex trader, more precisely, without losing big. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the GSTW24 traders talking about how to trade forex like a part-time forex trader, more precisely, without losing big. Happy trading to you all, and speak to you soon.